Guys, Wade, Dan, Winnie and Easy, we're back together.
That's it.
Merry
that's
Christmas,
it. Merry
everyone.
Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas.
How's your day been, bud?
Yeah, good, mate. Hectic with the family. The little fella up early and keeping me on my toes all day. But it's been a good day. So much food today. I think everyone's in a food coma today, but definitely well worth it. So
Sounding good to you?
yeah, very, very good. I was a lucky boy. So
Yeah, ditto that, that's
yeah.
for sure. We must have been good boys somehow.
Yeah. Well, either that or the communications to good old Santa Claus got crossed up and the naughty and the nice list got mixed up. So I think there's a good chance of that. Actually, not gonna lie, but it depends what your definition of naughty and nice is, I suppose. So
That's true. Everyone's opinion. That's what I can hear. But I hope everyone's had a good day with their family, friends. Christmas Day. Yeah, great day. And like I said, we've got business tomorrow.
That's it. Yeah, we're gonna preview, giving a nice in-depth preview of the Gold Coast meeting. Beautiful Gold Coast, although it's not looking very beautiful at the moment. It's very overcast and. Not sure what it's going to do. It's very, very cool at the moment. So usually when the temperature drops, we end up getting a bit of rain. Has been raining on and off. So I'd expect sort of slow 6, maybe good 4 range. Gold Coast is a really good drying track. So we sort of done our form to a slow track, improving perhaps to a good 4 on a sort of dead track on the old scale throughout the day. So. That's what we're expecting. So yeah, hopefully the rain stays away, and in for a cracking day's racing.
Yeah,
so.
well, obviously it's 2 weeks of Magic Millions now, so pretty much all the horse races tomorrow having their final lead-up run to $10 million Magic Millions Day. We've been promoting it. Make sure you get there. We'll be there.
Yeah.
If you've never been before, like I said, get there. And if you'd like to meet us there or something, some of our fans are
Come
there.
and say hi, guys, and
in person.
Yeah, we'll be there for sure. Like looking the goods, or as good as we can anyway. So definitely looking forward to it.
Might get a fancy haircut for it, ready?
Yeah. Yeah, me too. This hair here, trim it up nice. So we've told work that we've put in for the day off and got the big tick, so it's full steam ahead for Magic Millions. So absolutely cannot wait. So
it's going to be a great day, and like I said, we've got to get through tomorrow's meeting first, but really need to pay attention tomorrow for the Magic Millions, because there'll be some really nice runs tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully we find some winners, but there might be some black bookers for 2 weeks time.
That's it.
We'll just mention the main racing news of the week was the guilty of Mark Kavanagh and Eddie O'Brien.
Yeah.
The sentencing's been put off to the new year with Christmas and that. They're going to appeal anyway to VCAT, and they're going to take this as high as they can. Danny O'Brien was very critical of some not being able to cross-examine some witnesses, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
And he's very vocal with Terry Bailey. But for legal reasons, we'll say, well, just at the end of the day, the facts at the moment, their horses were turned positive.
Yeah.
They produced them to the races with a higher cobalt than was allowed.
Yeah.
We had, like I said, 200 milligrams is the cobalt level that was set, the threshold. You got horses returning 600, one of calves.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's pretty black and white, but they're allowed to go through their legal process and appeal. But I've got if you're cheating, wipe them out.
Yeah. And like I say, we all have our opinions. We're not gonna go too much into depth with it. But from my point of view, I think performances speak for themselves. But you look at maybe they're not quite getting as many winners as they have. It could be coincidence, could be something else. But we'll leave it at that and let the powers above do their work and hand out the final decision. But like you say, the runs are on the board, so to speak, in terms of the findings. So
there's that link between obviously Mark's son Sam, who's been given 9 years, and the same bet.
Yep.
So it's very hard in my opinion. I thought there was no chance they could get off with him being found guilty using the same bet.
Yes.
With the connection of father and son, with all those secret meetings that were taking place. To me, it looks black and white. I don't know what other new evidence and that they're going to be able to come up with.
Yeah.
Like I said, minimum suspension is 3 years, and I don't feel sorry for him. I really don't. I don't feel Danny O'Brien saying it'll ruin his business and that. Well, mate, if you do get found guilty after you appeal,
you do the crime, you do the time. That's what they say, So
and he's complaining Mike can sell his $6 million property. Well, mate, I'm not feeling sorry for you one bit, to be honest.
Between us, we probably won't earn $1 million in our lifetime, you know. So
that's it. He's had a good time.
That's it.
You know, yeah, and obviously we've got Peter Moody's case, which has been adjourned to February.
Yep.
He's elevated Cobalt of Ladari.
Yep.
Now he's going down a bit of a different avenue. Just he's going with a feed supplement that he puts in for Ladari's feet. He's blaming. Some of the evidence though is very
Against him.
very what he calls like two different stories.
Yeah.
Contrasting. It's that. The only thing I will stick up for Peter here, like I said, we won't play whether he's found guilty or not. The only thing I will say, I think it's a bit unfair for him that it's been adjourned to the middle of February because he's in a bit of what's the right word? And stalemate at the moment because he actually gave some of his staff 30 days notice last month because he believes if he does get found guilty, obviously he'll get 3 years.
Yeah.
But middle of February, can't let him really go and buy horses at the sale.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So it sort of keeps his business. And I think it's a bit unfair on him there. I think he'd rather just know if he found guilty.
Yeah.
I don't know why we have to put off to middle of February. Another 8 weeks now.
He's in. Seems too long.
Yeah. I think you just get these cases in.
Yeah.
Have a week of hearing and come up with.
And if they want to appeal, let them appeal. But just hand out the verdict straight away. Like if the evidence is there, just roll with it. You know. So
because they have taken a long time, these cases.
Yeah.
We're talking about horses 12 months ago that returned these readings.
Yeah. And
we're only just getting to the hearings now.
Yeah.
I think that's way too long a process.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, and all it's done is keeps dragging racing through the spotlight, which with a bad image. You know what I mean? And these are high profile trainers. We're talking about Caulfield Cup winning trainers. We're talking about Melbourne Cup winning trainers.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. Make your own mind up on that. Whether we won't say anymore, but it was a
3D the truth.
Yeah, horses don't do what he does.
And then we have Black Caviar trained with Peter Moody. So they're very high profile trainers.
That's right,
and like I said, racing then cheating, get rid of them. So it'll be interesting to see the appeals, but stay tuned for more of that because it's massive news. That's the main racing news of the week. We've got the last day tomorrow of the Origin Series.
That's right, yeah.
Final meeting, Queensland's running last.
Yeah.
We need Bossy in that to really come home tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I think New South Wales, I think, is in the lead at the moment. Ty Anglin showing that he's world class. He's been riding up a storm. In the Triple A does wonders for these jocks, doesn't it? They go have, even if it's a little 3-month stint in Hong Kong or Singapore, they come back. It's like it matures them and they go to another level. Like I still think, not being biased, our Australian racing is the best in the world, but it's just something different. They learn a lot from these different riders and these different types of riders and stuff. So no, it's definitely great to see Ty back and absolutely killing it. So
I think Racing Queen, I think they've been overall happy with the success of the series, but they did say this week they are going to look at it. Do a review on it. I think it's a good concept. Like I said, we've been supporters of it. I personally think 4 weeks is drawn out. I think we need, I think we should be having, I think they even said Racing Queensland jockeys in South Australia, like Western Australia.
That's right.
I think we'd like to see the best, like Pikey and that.
That's what I was going to say. That I'd like to have people from more states or more countries, or if not, perhaps have 2 riders from interstate.
Yeah.
So you could have 2 Victorians, 2 New South Welshmen, 2 Queenslanders, and 2 Kiwis. I think that'd be great because you kind of extends it a bit more, and when you got these 15, 16 horse fields, like you've only got sort of 1 from each, and it just kind of just pushes it down and just detracts from the spectacle a little bit, I think. So that's maybe something, but it overall I think it's been a good concept, and and stuff's not going to be perfect first time out, and I think they've learned a lesson, and
can't be frightened of having a go. And
exactly, for sure, 100%.
But like I said, I think only the 2 races, each of the 4 Saturdays, and some of these points things where some jockeys don't even have a ride in the race, and if you pick up a late ride in the race, as Bossy didn't, he didn't get the points for that victory the other week.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of a issue.
Yeah.
I would like to suggest, I would love to see, I think, this time of year is the right time to do it, because there's no big races and there's no Group 1s and that, so you can get the best jockeys.
Yeah.
I would like to see brought down to 2 Saturdays.
Yeah.
Maybe even a midweek or Wednesday,
Yeah.
and where they're here for 7 days.
Yeah.
And say 4 races on each program with just all the jockeys.
Yeah.
And I would like to see that whole week the jockeys can start here and really promote.
Yeah.
And maybe have 3 different tracks.
Yeah.
Because they've been at Doom every week except for the Mile Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So with Eagle Farm back next year, maybe like a Doom and Gold Coast Eagle Farm.
Yeah. Even let them ride the quaddie legs, you know.
Something like that. Yeah.
You know, so
I would like to see make it actually have a bit more of a meaning. Make it a bit more of that sort of. Yeah, so, but I think definitely, I hope they persevere with it, and whatever change they come, good luck to them, Racing Queensland. I'd just like to shout out to Racing Queensland. I'm wearing the Origin jockey shirt, and I want a suitcase, and I've got a hat from Craigie Williams here. So I'd just like to shout out to Racing Queensland, a Facebook competition. So thanks, Craig. It was a good early Christmas present that came in the mail the other day. So I was very fortunate enough to win that. So. I thought we'd just do a bit of a tribute to AT tomorrow. Alan Thomas.
Alan Thomas, the voice of Queensland racing, been around since as long as I can remember, and great caller. He best thing I love about AT, he really paints a picture, you know, and even when they're moving into the gates and this horse has to jump, and he really creates a good sense of anticipation, and great caller. He's got all the tricks. He's got all the talent in the world, and he's been a great asset to Queensland racing for a long time now. And it'll be very, very sadly missed, and but definitely well earned retirement. And sure that we'll see him around. And good on you, AT. Well done, mate.
He started his very first race meeting he called at the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
He lives on the Gold Coast. I've seen him many times walking on the beach very early morning.
Yeah.
Loves to get down the track work when he can, and his last meeting's going to be at the Gold Coast tomorrow, the way he wants to go out. So I'd like to see him retire when they're on top as well.
That's right,
He's still calling just as good.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
But he's going to, and Josh Fleming's going to take over. Very up-and-coming caller, been with Sky now and done the hard yards.
That's it, paid his dues, and definitely time as great as AT's been doing. I think it's good to get some fresh blood into the industry for sure.
He's a Queensland boy, Josh Fleming, so he comes back to his home state, and he'll have a long and successful career, I'm sure. But AT, I think he's going to focus on his real estate business there. So if you want to buy a house, AT's the one to go and see. So well done, Alan. And
happy trails, mate. Well done.
Yeah,
so,
he'll be, I think, a bit emotional after the last. He was, and there's a big tribute after the last at the Gold Coast Club tomorrow, which happens to be free entry as well. Which I'm happy to see. I just sort of surprising here that we're having a free meeting on a big meeting like this, yet they want you to pay $15-20 on an average meeting every other Saturday. I sort of you think you'd make some money off tomorrow's meeting, so I've got to.
I think that it's a bit backwards. It's a good initiative, and props to them for giving people free entry on a bit of a spectacle. So, and I think the way they're probably thinking is, look, we've got Magic Millions just around the corner for these people who are like, should I shell out money for Magic Millions tickets? They say, look, come and have a look. Have a look what it's all about. Have a feel for it. This is basically our warm up to our biggest day of the year. Come in, have a look around. Free entry, and hopefully they'll get some more turnover come Magic Millions Day. So in a way, I can see where they're coming from. But like you say, for these average Joe Blow days during the year, when they're struggling for numbers, and you've only got Mr. Whoever off the street pretty much coming in. They're the days.
That's what I'd have the issue with. Is I just think it's a lot of loss of revenue in my gate takings. When a lot of clubs around Australia are losing money, I just think the priority people I think would have paid anyway to go in tomorrow.
That's right.
And there's a lot of holiday makers up here and that, being Christmas and that. So I just I don't mind it, but I just sort of like to see the price of entry to all race meetings. This is another thing that, I think the cost of going in, and we talked about it during the spring, the cost of actually those B group ones in Melbourne, but just the cost of walking through the gate.
Yeah.
By the time you're up by a race book and a feed and drink, like the cost before you even had a bet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. You go to a casino to gamble, it doesn't cost anything.
That's right.
You go to your local club, play pokies, you don't get charged. You go on a race course to gamble, you've got to pay to do it, and I think that's just ridiculous.
I completely agree, 100%. So it's definitely something that needs to be looked at. But, for now we just have to grin and bear it. And, so, I mean, you won't stop the diehards. They'll pay, what they want for the best days and to see the best horses and the best riders. So, unfortunately, like you say, just got to roll with it and
But hey, take advantage of it tomorrow if you can get down there. Because like I said, there's a lot of good races, good jockeys, last out of the Origin series, and all big lead ups in the Magic Millions. Which is, I've got my issue of the week, and it's a bad one. And I'm not real. It's not a big issue, but it's the Magic Millions. These wild card races. One was last week, the Burnborough, and there's a few tomorrow. So what we're talking about is Magic Millions. When they announced a $10 million race day, they put in a thing for certain races. And if you win a lead-up race, and a lot of them are tomorrow, 3 races tomorrow, and the Burnborough was last week. If you win a lead-up race, say the Dreux Fontaine tomorrow, that's a filly and mare. If you win that, and you're not a Magic Millions horse, you get a wild card entry into the fillies and mares race on Magic Millions Day. Same with the Burnborough last week. If you won that and you weren't a Magic Millions, you got into the 1800 metre race on Magic Millions Day. Now, I have a major issue with this because
I completely agree.
Why should someone who hasn't brought from Magic Millions, that's what's made this successful, come along and with a good horse and win a race like the Burnborough last week, and then able to force themselves into the field for $1 million race, and if you're number 14 in entry and you miss out by 1, because you've gone down to 15 because this horse has won the wild card, who hasn't paid the Magic Millions fee when you buy it, and why should you? Like, you haven't brought from yours, hasn't brought from your sale, Jerry, and hasn't paid your Magic Millions nomination one-off fee, which when you buy a horse, if you want to be part of the series, you pay, which most people do, and hoping they've got a horse good enough to race on that day. Why should you? Like, I really am disgusted by this.
No, I completely agree. Like you say, when we go out and buy these horses, or when people go out and buy them, like you say, there's a lot of costs associated right at the start to have that dream, and it's now these people can come. We can have a crack at this now, and we can have a crack at that now, and in a way, really, it's like saying, if you win this race as a 3-year-old, then you can run in the Slipper or you can run in the Diamond, or there has to be. Basically, it's called the Magic Millions because the horse has to be purchased at the Magic Millions.
That's what's made it so successful.
That's it's Magic Millions. Like it's
it's
black and white.
They've done it to try and get better horses. What they're hoping like a horse that's brought from another sale. It's like a real top group one winner. Bring it up here, win a lead-up race because it's a top horse. It's better than, and then they can come and race for $1 million prize money because it's very hard to knock back $1 million in prize money for restricted races. You know what I mean? But that's unfair. Just because you've got a good horse, there's plenty of other races the good horse can run in.
That's right. You can go win money somewhere else. Like instead of taking it off. Imagine running second to the horse.
Well, that's it.
Your dream's been shattered,
But all because of a horse that wasn't brought at the Magic Millions.
That's right.
And when that happens, I hope there's an uproar, and I think it's a disgrace, Jerry.
No, I completely agree.
Like that. All you're starting to do there is racing again, looking after the people with better horses again, trying to get them in for their egos, trying to get the pats on the back, trying to get your big stables bringing horses up here that normally they wouldn't be able to target. And I think it's a disgrace. And once again, it's another kick in the guts for the people who do the right thing and purchase from you and be loyal to you over the years. And as soon as you put the price up to $10 million race day, you let other people come in and try and have a piece of it. I think it's a disgrace. So, absolute disgrace, absolute disgrace, Jerry. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Hang your head in shame.
He should. He should. Absolute disgrace. Well, we'll get straight into it. If I think of any issues during the meeting, we'll postpone. But that's all we'll do. But 9 races tomorrow, bud. You want to start off?
Yeah, no, race 1 is the race for the stayers over 2,200 metres. I've tipped this horse last start. He ran a place for us at nice odds, ticking over nicely. Number 5, Mr. LeBrock here. Tipping a big day for the Toby Edmonds stable tomorrow. I think he's got a good little team in. I think he's got a handy little arsenal there, and I think he could make a good assault on a lot of the races tomorrow. So this is what you want in these type of races, is the honest, consistent horses. Like I say, he's $8 again. He was about that price the other week, and yeah, I think he's a good each way chance. So tipped him on top to beat number 10. What a lovely day. Also, tipping this trainer Johnny Walk, tipping him to have a good day. Not a big name trainer, but yeah, I think he's got 3 horses in. I think they've all got nice chances at big odds. This horse in this race is $26. Just being not quite his best, but this horse does have ability on its day. Lana Fancourt to ride, takes a nice little claim off as well. So I think $26 is really good odds. Number 6, Tangara, was a good last start win, a very, very strong win. Beat a lot of these horses home. But like we say, and we see it so often in these races, they take their turn to win. It's pretty much a miracle if they can string 2 together. And number 3, Anaman in for 4th. So for me, sticking with Mr. LeBrock again, he's knocking on the door, and wouldn't be surprised to see him win at nice odds. 5, 10, 6 and 3.
Yeah, I definitely nearly just concur with you saying about, they take the turn. I've tipped the last start winning number 9, Lascar. He won Class 5 Sunny Coast last start. He's racing very down, so I think he's looking for the 2200. I like tipping horses in form and stuff, but I agree, with these races they take the turn, and he might just be the sort of new fresh blood on the scene. So I'm going to go him. We've got number 6 for second, is Tangara, who I put him for second last start and at 1. Racing form, if it runs up that, it should be around the money again. Tints for third, ran an improved race last start. And number 12, I put him at Good Oz Wimpole Street, just a bit of value there. So 9, 6, 2, 12, mate.
So I'll move on to race 2 here. This is one of my better bets of the day here. Number 6, Liberation. I think this horse is top class. Barry Lockwood now has this horse. Come on, $4.60. Now, this horse there's no other way to put it, he's an absolute nutcase. Has been gelded. I think he has a stack of ability. You go back through this horse's form, guys. Now, this horse, when he used to be trained by Gay Waterhouse, we should say, he has a victory over multiple Saturday City Grade winner in Ins and Out. You have a look, he has 1.1 length behind Scissor Kick. That was the day he ran off the track, and cost me a lot of money taking out a horse called Betterland. You have a look around, he's got form around horses like Rich Enough and Stratum Star, both Group 1 winners. I just think, he won first up, he's second up here. Maybe the penny has finally dropped with this bloke. If it has, he is a very, very, very good racehorse on his day. So I think he's one of my better bets of the day here. Number 6, Liberation. I've put in number 15, Pianka from Tony Gollan's stable. His stable's absolutely firing, hard to knock, good last start win. Excuse me. Number 10, Mischievous Devil, in first, third. Ran a nice race first up the other day, sure to improve here again. And number 3, Mr. Booze, good last start winner as well, led all the way and just held on. Drawn out photo finish, absolute close go. I actually thought he lost the race, but he'll be up on the speed again and giving his best. So, but for me, number 6, one of the better bets today, Liberation, to beat 15, 10 and 3.
Nice, you sound very confident there. I've got in my shadow now after that. I'm going to go number 4, Budget Bender. He's first up. He's been trialling really good. I think he's primed for this. There's been a bit of money for him already. I just think he get so many ticks. He's a barrier 5. He gets 2 off with Lukey Dittman, who's riding great.
Yeah.
I still can't believe Lukey claims 2. You know what I mean? Like,
great young rider. Feels like he's been around forever too.
Yeah, I know he had a few little breaks, but he's just. I still can't believe he's claiming 2.
No, it's very strong rider too.
Yeah, that won't last too much longer. So I'll go with him to win first up. We're going to go number 10. Mischievous Devil, the second.
Good chance that horse.
Definitely.
Good odds as well,
Definitely.
around $15 as well. So,
Yeah.
like I say, sure to improve
It'll
here as
improve,
well.
I think, improve a lot from his first up run. I've put down.
Kind of loomed up and then just ran out of fitness. So,
number 11, Right or Wrong. Got a lot of ability, this horse. It's first up, a bit short of his best distance, drawn 20, but it's one of those horses I don't want to leave out my first 4. And I put Oaken Arthur in. He's a good horse, this horse. He's first up. Barrier 1, he'll get a soft run. I think he should be hitting the line. He's a horse up there. He's got heaps of ability and he could win this, but probably, next run or the run after. But I'll put him for 4th to run a nice race fresh. So we'll go 4, 10, 11, 5. But like I said, Liberation, I agree. I think he's got plenty of ability.
he's one you have to take on trust. Barry's
doing a good job of him. But when he was with Gay, I thought he would, if he could have got him to get the head right, could be go that next level. But
and it might be too late now. But I'm sure whatever happens, you're gonna have a lot of fun with him, even if he can't get back to those heights again.
I'm surprised they haven't gelded him. Like they kept him in a stallion. Which is
there you go. I thought he had been gelded because he was away from the scene for a long time.
Pretty sure. We'll just double check, and that's what I was very interested by. He's still got the set down below. I mean, at this stage, he's won his last 2. Like he said, he was first up that 1, but. Just surprising, you think a gelding job there, you might go that next level, but anyway, that's their call.
Yeah, that's it. Well, we move on. Excuse me, got a little bit of frog in the throat lately, it's weather change. Move on to race 3, here's over 1400 metres. Found a nice roughie here for you guys, $21, going for number 8 here, Moon and the Stars. Now, this horse, 2 out of 3 first up, it's had 4 runs over the track and trip and been in the money 3 times. Like I say, it will be back. It doesn't have much early speed, so we're going to need the speed to be on. Howard Norman done a good job with this horse. He's very, very consistent. This horse on its day can reel off an amazing session, or he can really, really let down and let rip. I'm hoping Fresh that, like I say, the speed's on, can get to the outside or maybe weave a passage through and really hit the line hard. So I think $21 is silly odds. I think it should be half that price. We'll go with him on top, Moon and the Stars, to beat number 2 anymore. Go number 1, Siegfried. Once again, Toby Edmonds stable. I think, like I say, it's right in the market here. And I think here, you have a look at the price of number 4, Neuschwanstein here. You just have to put a pen through last run. The start before it ran a really, really nice second. Robbie Heathcote, his horses are going well, and like I said, it was caught 3 deep the trip last start. It was beaten on the turn. You have to forgive horses for runs like that. No horse can be 3 deep the trip, and nearly no horse can be 3 deep the trip and still win. So put a line through that run. He's $12. I think that's silly odds. So, but for me, nice each way odds here, guys. Number 8, Moon and the Stars, to beat 2, 1, and 4.
Well, remember what we said the other week, and we proved it. We when we tipped the same horses.
I'm
not going. I'm going number 2 anymore.
Yeah.
But it still hasn't put a jockey on.
Yeah, I'd noticed that.
And so it could be, and he's drawn 14.
Yeah.
So I'd say there'd be a chance he'll be scratched.
Yeah.
And you put him for second.
Yeah.
I had him on top.
Yeah.
But my second selection was Moon and the Stars.
Oh, wow.
So
okay. Yeah.
we've got the Quinella there.
Yeah.
And like I said, if any more comes out,
Yeah.
Moon and the Stars becomes my top selection.
Yeah.
Any more, he's only won 3 from 18, but he's racing a lot better races than
I completely agree.
Yeah, mate. And I just think that he's worth a bet again at each way odds. But on your talk about Moon and the Stars, you just look at his form. She's an old girl, but 5-year-old, but she's just running consistent. But I think she's ready to break through. Like you said, and she'll pop up at odds.
Exactly.
And I did exactly what you said, so I won't touch any more on that. So 2-8. But if any more scratch, obviously Moon and the Stars comes in.
I think she ran a cheeky 2nd or 3rd one day at huge odds somewhere, mate. It might have. I don't think it was. It might have been a race like the Ramornie or something. A sort of a better class race, and popped up and paid around $16-17 a place. So stack of ability. But,
for sure. A good little mare, but it's overdue for a win. Tomorrow might be the day. For 3rd, I'm going to put Napashini.
Yeah.
It's Stephen Lee's got it now. He's got to try and get his best form if he can. I think it's worth a place. And number 5, we've got Walk to the Bar. You tipped this one.
I gave it a good chance first up.
I think it'll be a big improvement tomorrow.
I agree, yeah. It always does. Statistically, it doesn't say that it improves second up. It usually goes better first up. But for me, this horse is a wet tracker, and I don't know if it's going to get that heavy track tomorrow. So, like I say, just willing to risk. Jimmy Orman, I think, is riding. So, I think he still claims 1.5 kilos or 2 kilos. So, it gets him nice and light in the weight. But I would have liked to have seen him do more first up. I thought he was very disappointing. He had Jimmy Byrne on that day. Gave an absolute sweet run and straightening up. It didn't find a lot. So just put me off a little bit. But wouldn't be surprised, like you say, to see this horse improve out of sight.
Yeah, I think he'll be charging home. I think he'll run a lot better race tomorrow, I think. So put that in for 4th. So race 4th, first of the features.
Yeah, really looking forward to this race.
It's a race of a lot of different opinions, isn't it?
It is. It really is. This is a big race to pay attention to for the Magic Moons guys. Now, look, for me, I said it the other week with the horse One Last Kiss, I think it was called. Yes. It was well in the market in the Ladies' Night Out race. I said I didn't like it. I just had a gut feel with it, and turned out it ran no good. I'm going to leave the Ladies' Night Out here out of my top 4. Reason being, yes, it was very impressive last start. Yes, it has a lot of ability. That was 1,050 metres and it won really well, but I don't think it had a lot left in the tank on the line. Now, it has to go up to 1,200 metres here and there will be so much more. It had everything to suit last start. It got a picnic in front. It was a leader bias track that day. And at $3, I don't want to bar of this horse at that price. Not to say it can't win. I think it's got a stack of ability, but for me, I'm leaving it out of my top 4. It could shoot me in the foot, but we'll see. Anyway, getting back to my tops. I can't believe the odds here. I think this is a great bet. Number 1, Sundance from Toby Edmonds stable. You will not see a better win than this horse last start. It jumped. It got to the front. It got a softish lead. Yes, it was a leader's track, the same as the Ladies' Night Out. But this horse, Jeff Lloyd, he had a look over his shoulder at the 200 metres. He hadn't moved on this horse. Everything else was off the bit, being scrubbed along. And he thought, how easy. It won by 6 or 7 lengths. Could have won by further. And past the line, he still had a lap for. I think this horse will eat up the 1,200 metres. There is a stack of speed here on paper. You've got, like I say, Sundance. You've got another horse that will go forward here in my second selection, number 3, Nikitas from the Kelso Wood stable. This horse was ultra impressive on debut. It's $3.40 at the moment. It currently equals second favourite with my third selection here, number 11, Slumber Party from the Gay Waterhouse stable. Now, this horse ran a really good third on debut in the Gimcrack Stakes behind, I think it's the second favourite for the Golden Slipper and possibly the Blue Diamond favourite, Calliope from the Godolphin stable. Got back along the fence and kept charging, making up ground. I thought it was a really good run. And I've put in number 10 here, River Racer from the Les Ross stable at $21. I think it's a good price horse here for your multiples. But I think each way moral here, guys. Number 1, Sundance. Like I say, you've got Sundance, Nikitas, Slumber Party, and Ladies' Night Out. Will all go forward and put the pressure on up front. But like I say,
where do you think he's going to get from 11 Alley? What do you think Taker's going to do?
Well, he absolutely exploded out the gate the other day, and I think, like I say, these 4 look like they have not only lengths of talent over the rest, but speed as well. So I think these 4 will come across and pair off, and if Lloydie has to sit 3rd or 4th, 1 out, 1 back, I think he will. I don't think it'll be a problem, but I see Sundance and Nikitas leading, and I think I remember Jimmy Burns saying after the Ladies' Night Out last start that he thinks this horse is a better chaser, and they're dying to see him have a bunny to chase. So this is the race where it's going to happen. So I think you'll see Sundance and Nikitas lead. I think Slumber Party and the Ladies' Night Out will sit 3rd and 4th, and I just think Sundance will be too strong for them. So $8.50, lap it up while it's there. Most other places have it around $6.50, so Yeah, $8.50. Get on Sundance. I think it's a great bet. So 1, 3, 11, and 10. So
yeah, very similar. I'm going to leave the favourite out as the ladies. I was going to have to go what I saw as well. I thought maybe on the line, whether there was a wet track on that, like it won. Can't do much more from two, but I'm going to have to leave out my first 4. We've got to make calls on here, we do. I'm going to go number 3, Nikitas. Its win, Sunny start was great. 15 alley, to cross lead, and then kick like a deer after hitting a bit of a flat spot in the top of the straight. You don't see many 2-year-olds do that. And as far as I've heard, and Kelso, it's come on from the run.
Wow.
I think personally, I actually think it would be a bit of a better chaser. I don't think only rode like that the other day.
Yeah. Because they thought it was a good thing.
They had to from the 15.
Yeah.
And they want to get out of trouble.
Yeah.
I think they rode like the best horse. I think if it's 3rd, 4th behind them.
Yeah.
Because it hits, it'll be interesting to see if it does it again, hit that flat spot.
Yeah.
It gets time to wind up.
Yeah.
And I think, the big thing there with him, like I said, he's already run over the distance, 1200.
Yes, that's right. The others have to step up that extra 150 metres.
And he's last 50 juice, just powering away. So he's on top. He's sure, but I think there's only a couple of chances. I'm going to put Slumber Party Gaze on him for second, as you said. The form ran it too good. Jim Crack's always a good race. Tip straight out, going towards the Magic Moons. Gay, 2-year-old. Sundance for third. If we can just get across without doing too much work in that. The last 100 I'm a bit worried about with Nikitas. If it's thin off it, I think it'll be too strong for it. But definitely a win compared to the ladies, not in my mind. They might have ran similar time or similar last 600s, but it's what you see. In my opinion, he was more impressive. And number 2, Punishing. I just think, forget about his last run. He was out the back of this race over there, which is what, it's going to be interesting. You're going to learn a lot more from that meeting 2 weeks ago after the race. So I think Bershey with 2-year-olds, Brownie on $21, putting your first 4 at 1, you'd be kicking yourself, I think.
Silly odds, definitely.
3, 11, 1, 2.
Alright, move on to race 5 here. It's over the 1800 metres. Found some really good value again here, guys. Top selection here, $34. Going number 10 here, Ongoing Venture. 1 for 1 over the track and trip. First up, ran a really nice race. Always improved second up. I think Darlene Dre's got this horse. She's doing a great job with him. Very consistent horse. I think $34 is stupid odds. This is my roughie of the day as well, guys, and I think the horse is drawn well. I think it's going to get a lovely run, and $34 is just silly odds. Like I say, already won over the track and distance, and improved second up, a good run first up. So get on at $34. Ongoing Venture on top. Number 1, Tinto, the class horse of the field, second in the Villiers. Just grabbed late by arguably the most informed horse in Australia, and Happy Clapper in the Villiers. She was right back to her best last start, no doubt. Shoots right back up in the weight this race, so that could be a bit of a concern. Number 2, Jumbo Prince. 1800 metres, suit him down to the ground. He'll get back and he'll be smashing the line as well, so he's in good form. And the good old Warhorse here, number 5, High Sun, goes in for 4th. But for me here, number 10, Ongoing Venture, my roughie of the day, $34. I think that's really good odds. So 10 on top to beat 1, 2, and 5.
Nice. Best bet of the day here, Jumbo Prince, number 2. Just 380 at the moment. From 460 to 380. I just think it's just better than these.
He has the best turn of foot in the race. I'm just worried that he's going to be back too far and that there won't be enough speed. That's why I didn't have him higher up.
Yeah, I can definitely see. Drawn 2, I think he'll probably maybe 5th offence maybe.
Because I have ridden him handier in the past and he didn't finish off. That's why I'm only worried. Yeah. But he's really good horse, this fella.
Yeah, his record speaks for itself. 3rd in the Derby and the winner.
That's right.
I think the last 2 runs, I think they've been firm 2s, which is ridiculous. I think that's a disgrace. No track should be a firm 2. To have that 2 weeks in a row on big race days up here, I think that's a disgrace. And we can't be too hard on Doomman because they're racing a lot of races. But with a lot of meetings, but that's still not acceptable. That's a disgrace.
Yeah.
And I just think hasn't been leading down as good because of that.
Yeah.
You know, his wet track form's amazing.
Yeah.
We've had a bit of rain throughout the week now. I think just that little bit of gearing, if it comes out good, I think it's his race tomorrow. To beat number 1 Tinto, class. But yeah, she's giving him 3 kilos, and you know, I don't know if she can give him 3 kilos, to be honest. So yeah, I have to go Jumbo Prince, best bet of the day. Number 8 Amy, massive odds for third. I think it's really looking for this distance now. I'll give it one last chance to sort of go on your multiples. It's drawn barrier once, it's got everything in its favour. And number 5 High Sun, as you said, the old boy, likes this 1800 around the coast. Barrier 8, I think he'll just go forward, and I think might actually put a bit of speed onto the race on Saturday. So we'll go to the best bet of the day, 185.
Beautiful. Hopefully, like I say, one of us are on the money there, so we've got our best of the day and our roughie of the day there. So let's just quinella it up, guys, and if we get it, it's going to pay massive. So
that's it.
Move on to the time-honoured race here, race 6, the Bat Out of Hell. We love that name.
It's a great name for a race.
It really is, named after the good old meaty man, good old Meatloaf. He's a good man, Meatloaf, and made some good music, but
not anymore.
Not anymore. His performance at the grand final, maybe should hang it up. But hey, you got the money, so good on you, Meaty. Well done, mate.
Would he like to go on that show?
Yeah, Meaty, mate. If you want to join our show, you know, you're more than welcome. So be a part of the Winning Easy team. We'd love to have you here. So just don't sing, but anyway, the Bat Out of Hell, 900 metres. It's self-explanatory here. They will go like bats out of hell. Some really speedsters in this race. Now, I sat and and I changed my mind 100 times. For me, I've looked at barriers, and horse with barrier 1 here, who's going to have the options, is number 8 Tahitian Black at $11. I think that's great odds. He's had 2 runs back from a spell. Always goes well third up. Now, important thing, like I say, gate 1 will give him options. He won't have to work to come across. I think he might be sort of 6th, 7th back on the fence. Now, like I say, guys, 21 times he's finished in the top 3, and only 6 times that's been first or second up. So he's always runs best third up. He really goes well third up. And Ty Anglin to ride here. Ty's in super form, as we know. So I think he goes on top. But like I say, it's an absolute lottery. You've got some really fast horses, and maybe some horses perhaps in better form, but they've drawn out in the car park. So which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, Tahitian Black on top. Going to go number 10 here, Craigley Cruz. Like I was saying earlier, Johnny Walker, I think he's got some good chances today. Tomorrow. And the horse, I think, is around $21. I think that's good odds. His form pretty much goes 1-0-1-0, so can mix it up. But you take on trust. He's good odds. Number 12, Felines, I think is probably the best horse with the most upside in the race. Really good first up win in Sydney. But you look where it's drawn. It's drawn barrier 20. You know, so that could be it could be a death sentence from out there. And very similarly as well, number 13, Gojo Mimo, drawn barrier 16 as well. So, but like I say again, really good first up winner, sure to improve again. I just wonder sometimes with these horses going first up to second up, how much it took out of them, and a lot of them it was sort of 1,000 metres, and they sort of got there late. So whether they can do that over the 900 metres, the extra speed will help them, but they've got to do it over the shorter trip. So lottery race, guys. Just enjoy it. Don't blink, you'll miss it. But for me, 8 on top, Tahitian Black, just because of that barrier and the third up record, to beat 10, 12 and 13.
Number 14, Tinky Saurus for me. Good little record. First up, he's drawn 6, so I'm happy for him to draw there because I think it gives him a bit more options. He can go forward or he can sit off him, he can stay off the fence. He's he's a good little horse, great little money earner for connections.
He's dynamite out the gate too, this horse. He's very quick.
I think you'll probably find he'll probably try and cross and hold and lead the fence. Yep. Whether there's enough speed for him when he sits third, But I just think, I'm looking for something that's drawn decent and, low on the weights here. Like it's a lottery, like you said.
It is. Yeah.
It's an absolute lottery. So,
Yeah.
14 to beat, and at the moment, if I just update the page with Ladbrokes, he is at the moment $21. So, I think it's one of those races. Yeah, I want to look for value. Whiskey all round, drawn 18 for second. Once again, barriers are major issues here from this start.
Barriers scare me with that horse by stack of ability. Yeah.
Yeah. Le Cap for third, another one first up, and the Stallman draw 10 for 4 from the Golden Stable. Yeah. Good luck. I think we have Plateau Gold. Pretty sure he's gone for 3 wins in a row in this race. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
he's out of form a bit last prep, but as we know, horses race well on certain days of the year, so he's nice and fresh like he has been. So be a big achievement, but I can't see him winning this year.
I agree. Yeah. So we move on to race 7 here over the 1200 metres. It's the no looking back quality, which should not be called that. It still should be called. It's called the Dreyfontaine quality. It should be called the no looking back quality after that disgusting protest decision back quite a few years ago now.
Time flying. That seems like it was only yesterday. The squad was not happy, and so you should not have been because that was a terrible call.
Nearly cried. Like no looking back from the first trial. I got on all the time, just put little $5 each way bets at 26, 21, 15, 16. It kept coming in. Had fortune on her, and she won the race fair and square. Horse tried to come from behind her, couldn't get past her. She was strong on the line, and they upheld the decision somehow. I don't know, but we won't dwell on that all day because I'll probably start crying or start raging or both. But it cost me a lot of money that day. But anyway, so one of the better bets of the day again here. Number 4 Slots. I can't believe this horse isn't favourite. $6.50. Only one little query is it drops back from $13.50 to $12.00, which could be a bit of a bad thing. But she's so honest, this horse.
She's informed.
Yeah, exactly. Her turn of foot is just really.